Following the cart filled with gold, silver, and jewels, the man unknowingly plunges into the depths of the treasury. Using the momentum of the fall, he lunges forward and rolls onto the central platform. Little does he realize that this move has just saved his life. It turns out that the pit below is teeming with countless scorpions. If he had fallen in, his life would have been in grave danger. The man quickly regains his composure and surveys the opposite side. When he spots the precious Eye of Horus gleaming at the end of the bridge, he doesn't act rashly because there are two treacherous obstacles ahead. It's said that no one has ever made it out alive with the treasure. Fortunately, the man came prepared. With just a glance at the blueprints, he figures out the secret to the first challenge: the small mirrors on the ground. He takes out a torch and holds it behind him. When his shadow covers the small mirrors on the floor, it instantly triggers the mechanism. This challenge seems impossible to pass, but Beck immediately comes up with a solution. He raises the torch high above his head, trying to align himself with his shadow as much as possible. As long as he carefully avoids the mirrors on the ground, he won't trigger the trap. Beck successfully makes it through the first challenge with ease. Feeling relieved, he lowers his guard. When he sees that the second mechanism involves circles, he assumes he just needs to avoid the circular rings on the ground, so he walks straight through. However, at that very moment, the rings behind him start to sink. By the time Beck realizes what's happening, it's too late. The statues on both sides begin to spin, launching a frenzied attack on him. Beck has no choice but to nimbly dodge the onslaught of assaults. Just as he's about to be stabbed by a blade, Beck reaches the end of the second challenge. As the mechanism comes to a halt, he barely passes the test, but before he can even celebrate, an even more daunting problem arises. The blueprints never mentioned a third challenge, leaving Beck at a loss. However, with the treasure right before his eyes, he decides to take the risk and try. As soon as he steps onto the third challenge, the bricks beneath his feet start falling away one by one. The only option is to run for his life, racing against time as the floor tiles crumble. At the last crucial moment, he leaps high into the air and grabs the Eye of Horus in his hand.